Hello and welcome everybody to the second series between Chaospringle and Fur here at the GSA SMO 90% League playoffs. I'm joined by Gannon Slayer on core commentary. What's up, Gannon?
Not much, dude. What about you?
Not too much either, but I mean, obviously the legendary Cooper free running luncheon world record holder right here in commentary, guys. Huge honor for me personally. This call is stacked, honestly. Well, Chaos took the first series yesterday quite convincingly with a 2-0 against Fur. He's playing incredibly well at the moment. Obviously, currently the world record holder again. It's kind of weird to say almost because the moment Nick got sub hour, it seemed like the ultimate time, but it obviously isn't. Chaos beat that already. He is the fastest boy in the world, and he is proving with his recent performances that he is definitely capable of continuing the grind. I don't know how he does it, but he actually still plays 80%. This man is actually addicted.
Yeah, he's still going. Like he still streams any percent. He's going for better times. Maybe we'll see a 4x soon. I don't know.
Who knows? Who knows? Pretty sure Goyuya and Nick both, at least. Actually, I've seen Goyuya online, but Nick obviously taking a little bit of a break from 80% Chaos. Truly addicted. Still on the 80% grind, and the only thing he brings himself to do, it seems like, is some world piece which has a lot of similarities with 80%. I mean, it does fight the bosses, especially the MSSL section of the run is very different, but we have the late game, the RBM, and kingdoms like Lost and Lake. I mean, you don't do Lake Clip, but they are pretty similar as far as overall gameplay is concerned. So he's not really letting go of it. He wants more. He wants more, and he definitely wants to show that he wants more today. Because if Chaos wins the series today, he is going to be our second confirmed competitor at pace after Nick already made it there. So it's going to be quite interesting to see.
Yeah, that'll be really cool, honestly. But you know, Fur can definitely still take the series. He's not out of it.
Fur definitely not completely out of it. This guy has been PBing left and right, but not in 80% actually, but rather in all unique moons. He is on his way to maybe actually get the second sub 8 in history, Timpani currently being the only one that has actually achieved a time like that. And Fur making his strides to do the same. Now, AOM is obviously a lot different. Playing well for 8 hours is an entirely different mindset. In 80%, you want to really focus your energy on that 1 hour, but in AOM, you almost want to kind of conserve your energy because you need to be playing well for so long. You can't go for all of the risky strats, have to go for consistency occasionally. That obviously changes up the way you might approach 80%. We do know that first they're going for his crazy, unique 80% strats, like the jump across City Hall. He likes to go wooded first, so I'm expecting to see that as well. Also seaside first.
Chaos doing spin through roll cancel to the lever.
He's stealing strats from Danster at this point.
He is really. Alright. Wow, yeah, he is. Jumps in the door as well. Alright.
Good mini lead here from Chaos at the very start. Looks like Fur took a little bit too long there to skip that cutscene. So Chaos is actually going to be increasing his lead here throughout the cap tower. It's almost interesting to see how big of a lead you can get. Danster always showing off like a 2 or 2 second lead when entering this door. And even though this kingdom is pretty short, you can put in some work to get better times.
Yeah. Fur having a bit of issues with left side setup, but still gets it once he gets the setup right, so
sure.
Nothing too major there. Chaos finishing off topper with no issues. Wow, okay.
Not sure if he actually still got the 221, but I think a 220 and 221 I think should be. Wait, actually this might be a 221.
That's a 221. I think Fur got a 27. I'm not sure.
Oh wait, actually this might be 220. Not sure. It's gonna be super close.
I'm thinking 21.
Yeah, it's gonna be really close. I can't tell really. It probably was like a really low 221, which is obviously very solid. Fur is gonna get a 227, so 6-second lead that Chaos was able to acquire throughout cap, mainly because Fur actually didn't get the left side jump immediately and got held. He basically was held back a little bit there.
Yeah, and he also had a little bit of issues with the spin pound at the very start, so, you know, there was cap not going too well for Fur, but, you know, can't play perfectly every time.
Really can't. You will see Fur opt for the wall jump here, which loses just a little bit of time. Around a second is what you actually lose to that wall jump. If you... Not only because you actually have to wall jump, a wall jump is slow, but it wouldn't lose a second. The main reason is you also enter the upper section of the stage at an angle, so actually you have to like spin pound to move over to the dino. With the wall jump as well, you can just keep rolling without any stops.
Right. Both runners now in the Madame Brood fight. Looks like Chaos is like around 1 cycle ahead. Gonna be finishing that up right now. Fur not too far behind.
Let's see first shows of any down throws. I've seen him do and use down throws here before, and he will. A Joy-Con extraordinaire. He really likes his controller.
Yeah. You don't see many top runners using Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
At least not for the entirety of the run.
Honestly, I've been starting to appreciate Joy-Cons more, which sounds weird because I actually haven't really appreciated them more in this game. But after running some other speed games such as Breath of the Wild, where you actually need to make use of the D-pad quite a lot, you will really find out how bad the D-pad of the Pro controller is. It's actually probably the worst part of the entire controller.
It's so bad. For mine, anytime I try to press it down, half of the time it'll press right. Like, I don't even know what's going on with that, but you know.
No, I can definitely confirm that in Breath of the Wild you obviously need to like select your shields and stuff, and if you just get another option shown you might lose your run. But I mean, Joy-Cons in this game also technically optimal, just not the most comfortable controller to hold for most runners' hands. Now, Chaos at the same time as we're talking about controllers will actually miss chest clip, but here an bonks at the backup that will cause Fur to potentially actually gain a lead here, especially if he's able to get the moon clip, and he will. So looks like Fur might just take the lead here? I'm not entirely sure. It's... Yeah, I think he has like a tiny lead.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn. Chest clip causing Chaos some issues there, and Fur's gonna snag the lead, leaving Cascade.
Yeah. Alright. Fur already back in the lead. Gonna be heading into Sand Kingdom. Hopefully he can maintain it.
We are really talking about less than a second, probably less than half a second at this point, as we basically saw these fails up at the same time. And this is going to be interesting because we know Chaos from his strength with mashing, and for actually selecting the wrong kingdom, then Chaos is already back in the lead.
Wow, alright.
Entirely based on mashing, but mainly because Fur actually didn't get the D-pad right in probably. I'm not sure if he selected up the D-pad. I'm blaming the D-pad there for sure. Actually.
Yeah, just blame the D-pad. It's on topic. Ooh, Fur getting fast action guide skip. Chaos missing it. Okay, so see, it's just small things like that. We already saw lead change during menuing here. So
yeah, and Fur's actually pretty close now after getting that fast action guide skip, saving around a second over Chaos just because he got that fast mash.
Wow. Okay, alright. Don't think we're going to be seeing any late crate from either runner. I know Chaos said he wasn't going to be going for it in the league, so yeah, alright. That's to be expected. Fur missing the roll into the pipe and missing the ground pound once, so that's going to give Chaos a little bit of a bigger lead, but that's still nothing that can't be made up.
Nothing that can't be made up for real, but this is still an uncommon issue. I'm not sure. Once again, I always like to kind of focus on the AOM run. I'm actually pretty sure that the all-unique moons run doesn't get that moon at that time, because yeah, Fur really has been focusing on these longer categories. So maybe something that he lost his muscle memory over time. I mean, he has obviously still been doing 80% because he has been participating in this league. Still interesting to think about it that way.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, coming up on probably the first big trick in Sand Kingdom, which is going to be Dram Strat. We're going to be seeing Chaos going for Ice Dram. That looks good, the position was good. As long as he homed in on the right time, that should work. Nice. Fur went for a more traditional version of Dram, but that also looked good. Yeah, both runners having no issue with the Dram Strat, which is always good.
Now, obviously going to be making their way over to Sphinx Clip, which is another crucial part of the Sand Kingdom.
Yes, definitely.
Probably expecting double clips from both of them, regardless. Chaos is showing off why this moon can really cause you some trouble. especially when trying to hit this one with a spin pound, the hitbox just doesn't overlap sometimes. So he actually misses it twice and then goes for a normal ground pound to actually obtain it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Getting first Sphinx Flip first try though. We're having a little bit of an issue. Oh no. Getting it third try. That's gonna let Chaos get out to a bit of a bigger lead. Let's see how his second clip goes.
Just doesn't even roll cancel at
Oh
all.
no.
Okay.
Okay.
Third try. That is, that's fine. If he plays really well, he might still be able to catch that bird in his first lap. He might also slightly miss it depending on how well or bad he plays here. Fur also had a little bit of an issue there, but I think overall just slightly faster.
Yeah, Fur got it third try as well, but he didn't bonk, so I think might be a little faster, yeah, like you said.
Now, interesting comment from chat right there saying that Fur didn't get enough coins. It is worth to say though that Fur goes to C-side first every single run, so I'm not sure if he really cares about it at the moment. It looks like he didn't really get many coins, but regardless, Fur always goes to C-side first, so he should be better than it looks right now. But 67 is really not much at all. He's got to get 50 here. And depending on if he fights the bosses, I mean, he's probably going to try to skip the bosses. It's going to be really tight. C-side does...
Oh no!
Well, he just lost another 10 and a pretty big time loss as well, what he acquired right there. Okay, I was just going to get the bird, but obviously the mistake that Fur made at the same time is crucial. For this outcome of this race. He's probably going to be losing up to 40 seconds to a mistake like that.
Yeah,
maybe
that's
not
right.
exactly 30.
Wow, that's extremely unfortunate. Chaos getting one spin through a notes also, don't want to overlook that. That was really good. But yeah, I'm gonna be looking at the maybe the sand globe times just to see how big Chaos's lead is now.
Yeah. Now the bird actually hasn't even arrived at the Oasis yet. He's about to get there. So first, probably best of doing notes first and then get the bird afterwards, unless you can catch him right there.
Okay.
That's still better than doing employees only, though.
Yeah, gonna have to do some interesting movement to get this moon now. Alright. Not the most ideal situation for Fur here.
Gets notes relatively fine still, but Chaos pretty much done obviously with sand right now. Looked like a little bit more than a 10-20 exit time.
10:22, yeah. Alright.
Now making his way over to the globe still, so we are probably looking like it's not quite. It's actually gonna be an 11. Never mind. It's like 11:09 or something, 11:08. So
yeah,
40 seconds, a little bit more even.
Yeah, so like 45-ish. That's pretty substantial lead for Chaos. But, you know, obviously run is only around a fifth of the way over, so there's still stuff that can go wrong. It's not over yet.
For sure, we got Wooded coming up soon, which Fur is probably going to be entering right now. So don't get confused yet. I can pretty much guarantee you that Fur is going to be selecting Wooded over here. And is going to make his way over there first. So we will see a little bit of different gameplay happening at the same time here on the screens. Chaos now approaching Lake Clip, getting kept clip second try. No fake clip. Hopefully making the movement out of bounds. Gets the up throw. And that's pretty optimal. I mean, not optimal because he missed it once, but he's still going to be easily saving time with it.
Yeah, definitely. As long as you get it within the first few tries, you can still save time with it. Whoa! For kicking the rock and grabbing it at the same time. That's
stylish.
I don't know if that was intentional, but either way, that looked really cool. So props.
Stylish stuff from Fur now. It's worth to point out that Fur is at 10 coins after this moon. Actually 11, I lied, but 11 coins after this moon, which, yeah, this is basically, yeah, I think he actually can't. The only way he could technically get the snow shop moon if he opened the trash can in Metro, which gives you like 50 coins. But at that point, it's hard to tell if he's better off just doing the Ranger room instead of the shop. Probably, maybe.
Yeah. For
close.
Going for tree route, while Chaos is finishing up Lake, and once again, like you said, Fur did go wooded first, so still having a bit of route difference, but tree route looking pretty good for Fur. I didn't see the uproot speed, not sure if he got the boosts, but
Yeah. Actually a pretty crucial part of the tree route, as you basically mentioned there. I mean, it sounds like such a minor thing. What about the uproot speed? But yeah, actually the boosts are super crucial. They save a lot of time. So really want to get them to actually make that route save time. Now Fur is getting nut clip. He is getting some solid out of bounds movement. Is going to grab the moon here. As long as he's able to get these dives to leave this out of bounds section. Nice. He's fine. Going to be saving time with that.
Yep. Oh no. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to run back up the ramp.
He will still save time with that, by the way, unless he fails it like twice more. Because nut clip saves literally like close to 30 seconds.
Yeah, it saves loads of time over the old route. Alright. Chaos now entering wooded. For making his way over to the maze, finishing up the nut clip movement section. Now just moving on to, we're back down, you know, in the more main area of Wooded Kingdom.
And once again, if anybody just tuned in, don't get jebaited. Fur is not like 2 minutes ahead. He actually hasn't visited Lake yet. So Chaos is actually on a pretty solid lead at the moment.
Yeah. Chaos is actually like, I didn't see many mistakes for him in Lake, so he's probably out to a bigger lead than what he started with, considering Fur had a few issues in Wooded, but I don't want to call that too early because Chaos could also have some issues in Wooded, so.
First literally rolling through the stage right there. 3 power rolls on that slope.
Wow.
Is gonna get the flower roll skip from the I was a little bit scared because he didn't pick up that checkpoint, which I really like that as a little adaptation to kind of assure your success. Would not lose as much time picking that up as the wooded tree road would save. Ooh, that was some synced, some synced.
Also, I feel like it's worth pointing out, Chaos actually did not get the uproot boost. He had to do 4 jumps with the uproot before the big stretches, so that's like 2 more than optimal. So that's not exactly what you would hope for when you're going for this route.
No, Chaos showing his confidence on that clip. He's gonna get it easily. Hopefully also making these dives out of bounds. Something that I've actually haven't seen runners mess up in a while. Like usually you would mess up the out of bounds movement or mess up the clip at all, but this movement after actually getting the tank moon looks very consistent nowadays.
Yeah. The movement after getting the tank moon is actually, funnily, it's what I struggle with the most currently. I don't know why. It's probably just because I haven't practiced it as much as the other things. Meanwhile, for messing up on the spiritless movement,
that section is probably one of the most scariest ones to make mistakes, and because we have these falling wooden platforms right there, and they actually fall straight into the deep woods. As Fur shows some fancy movement there, spin pounds into the water, into the pipe. Nicely done.
Yes. All right. Chaos now making his way over to know around the corner. Gonna be doing flower road skip in a second. For finishing up flooded pipes. See this. Getting the right cycle. No issues there.
Chaos actually did end up grabbing that checkpoint, so even if he was to make a mistake, which he looks like he didn't, during this flower road skip section, he would be at least saved by a little bit, because that checkpoint would set him back to the Piranha Plant section. But he made it work. He still didn't enter the tower. The tower is the next time where the game actually sets you a flag for a checkpoint.
Yes.
And he's fine right now.
Alright. Yeah, Chaos making his way up the tower. I love the tower section of Wooded, to be honest. It's just so fun to go through fast. Anyways, for now, going into the Lake Kingdom, I'm pretty sure he's going to be doing Lake Clip. Don't know if he's practiced that a lot recently.
That's what I would be expecting. Now, it would be interesting to look at it from a perspective of long-term efficiency. Once again, we have been talking about his coin count, which is drastically low at the moment. I feel like if he's able to collect all of the, I think it's 20 or 18 coins that that Rango drops here. And actually maybe this 10 coin stick. Oh my god, he's optimized the coin grind right now. 10 coins right now. At this point he has to do Speedrun for the optimal gameplay. That would actually be awesome, because then he would have enough coins to go to Caesar and still do the shop.
Dude, I think he's planning it out right now, honestly.
Yeah, I actually worth to say that this little 10 coin stack right there is actually random, but looks like he won't deal with Rango in this run. He's at least trying to set up late clip, doesn't get clip quite yet. 3 times, 5 times at this point.
Okay. I don't know if that still saves time at that point, but I guess once you've already
breaks
tried
even,
it.
I'd say.
Yeah, well, I guess once you're already there and you're already trying it, you kind of want to keep going. You don't just want to give up and take the time loss.
For sure.
Alright. So yeah, he is going to be skipping Rango like you said, so I don't know if his coin count is going to be optimized enough. He could still do Rango Room in Snow though.
Yeah, there's 2 chances for him to do Rango Room or pick up the quick trash can in Metro. You can do this as you make your way over to the bases. If you play it optimally, it should probably still be barely faster than doing the Rango Room. Because in the Rango Room, obviously, you can make some mistakes. You don't necessarily have the best movement there possible. And the shop, in most cases, is going to be consistent. So I'd say if he's confident in grabbing this coin stack, and he should be, because that's definitely something that the all-unique, maybe not the all-unique Moonstorm, but at least the 100% run would do.
Yeah, definitely. Alright. So yeah, for finishing up late, I didn't see any issues other than like a little hiccup at the beginning, but that didn't cost him much time. Chaos now in Cloud Kingdom as well, showing off fast hats and Bowser manipulation, the 2 main strats for this kingdom. There's not much else you can do. But these...
Well, you could say that, but then there's also Fur.
Oh, you're right.
Who actually does like to throw in a little bit of spice, especially at the start. And we might see him at least attempt it once again. I think I actually have seen him go mainly for what he likes to call boostless Cloud Boost. Cloud Boost is the strat I'm talking about here. A pretty fast... Wow. Chaos getting damage, but not actually making Bowser jump away.
Wow.
But yeah,
okay.
Cloud Boost, the strat I've been talking about, is a strat for the start, where you can, if you play it optimally, actually make one of these clouds boost you towards the main platform. Now, Fur has his own adaptation, which he likes to call boostless, where you basically go for that movement, but then just open the cloud from below, which is what I'm expecting to see from him.
Yeah, it still looks really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's see. Like
it
that.
Looks like he looks like he went for tried to go for the boost at least, but didn't end up getting it, so he just landed on the cloud. Still looks fancy.
Yeah. I mean, just anything involving Cloud Boost in general just looks crazy.
For sure.
Alright. Chaos now in Lost Kingdom had no trouble with Meme Tree, which is always good. Lost Kingdom, basically the entire kingdom is over poison. So you take 1 fall, and you're dead. You either activate Klepto or die. That's basically the 2 things that can happen when you fall. Which, you know, not great. Chaos making short work of it right now, though.
Activated Klepto right now, while first in the last phase of the fight was able to take down Bowser without many issues. So it's going to be making his way to Lost himself now, as Chaos is approaching the trapezial section here, hopefully breaking the block without taking damage. Will do so, and now he's going to be making his way over to the arguably one of the most one of the riskiest strats in this kingdom, which is the triple jump here without having control over Cappy.
Cage triple, that looks good. Yeah, nice. That strat is pretty precise actually. It might not look like much, but it's actually pretty hard. You have to maneuver Mario in a really specific way.
Okay, this is done with Lost right now, and Fur just got his first moon. That kind of gives us an idea of how much his lead has actually been growing. Fur activating the switch. That might have been some yeah, probably some longer category muscle memory. I'm not sure, maybe he was playing Cooper rerunning recently or something, but activating the switch right there. Probably not intentional. Dude, that would have actually given him some coins, but I guess he dodges out of them as he almost just ground pounds into the poison.
Looking like his controller dropping a dive input there. That's scary. Luckily, able to back it up. I thought he was dead. All right.
Pretty scary right there. He's gonna get a pretty nice triple jump over here, gets the spin pound, roll cancel, grabs this moon. This moon actually can be quite tricky to grab occasionally because it's in this weird spot where the walls like to kind of wall you off. I mean, I guess that's their job, but it's just weird to grab sometimes.
Yeah. It's a lot harder to grab when it looks, especially when you've got the camera in a weird spot. Oh, Chaos actually missing the jump up to the higher building here, having to fall back down and back that up.
Yeah, that entire section, every time I actually see a top runner fail this, I think back to when I actually started learning this game, and yes, this entire section will probably, because you really want to play Night Metro like that. Obviously, when you start learning this game, you will opt for some easier strats, but for Night Metro, you are gonna have to do this kind of route throughout the kingdom, so you at least have to go for this jump on the awning, which is actually quite precise. You need to delay your cap dive. If you don't do it, you will bonk, and I remember really struggling with that when I started out playing this game.
Actually, so do I. I remember, if you remember back to like the tech sheet that used to happen with the Google Sheets, yeah, it had that jump. And I remember like spending hours practicing that before I did my first runs of the game. I was just so bad at it.
Yeah, Night Metro definitely the beginner's slayer of the run. I would definitely say so, because it's pretty likely to get a 3-cycle. City Hall is really scary. Like, you have, in this game, you basically have to go for all of the strats that top runners do, because it's just the only way of really completing. You can play it a little bit safer, but you still have to take the same road.
Yeah. There aren't many like super safe strats to go for in this section. You kind of have to learn the harder strats. And although they aren't too difficult, you know, they're still pretty challenging if you're just starting out.
Yeah, and once again, it's just that you're forced to. Because, I mean, you could play this kingdom casually, but then you would be losing like 2 or 3 minutes at this point. And, I mean, at this point, you might as well just do the moon cave. Well, Chaos is in the Wiggler fight right now. Let's see if he's getting lucky today. This pattern is still defined by randomness.
Yes. Basically, oh, for rolling over a railing there, that scared me. This
It's gonna be BTT clip.
Looking like a good pattern for Chaos.
Yeah, that's
That was the nice one. No loops there. Wiggler is going in a straight line for him.
Nice job. Chaos is done with the 9 potions, has to grab that multi-moon. Now Fur might be opting for his signature jump here. Looks like he will. He's gonna be cutting this close, but he has been pretty consistent at this, and we'll get it again.
Okay, that's interesting. Definitely saving a bit of time over Chaos there, but that looks so risky. Like, just I don't know. It looks really risky. I guess that's all I can say about it.
Yeah, really cutting it close on this one. And I haven't seen Fur miss it, at least in a race. I'm sure he has been missing that before, especially on practice or maybe in a run here and there. But yeah, he seems to like this over the other strat because he can save consistent time with it. And why not at this point?
If you can consistently do something that's faster than what you used to do, then you might go for it.
For sure. Chaos starting out here on the day portion of the Metro. Let's see if scooter clip goes well.
Nice.
It makes it look like it makes it look like it's basically intended way of getting that one.
Yeah, honestly, scooter clip is really, it's a finicky trick, you could call it. I guess it takes a while to get used to. You have to do some weird shenanigans with your controller to make it work. Basically hold it upside down.
Yep. Pretty weird trick as far as tricks that we do. Kind of, once again, a trick bound to the motion controls that this game liked to implement. Yep. Now, Chaos is making its way over to the musician section of the run. I'm still excited or interested to see if Fur is gonna choose to pick up that coin stash hidden in the trash can later.
Yeah, I'm wondering that too, because you've been bringing that up. I don't know if he realizes his coin count. I mean, he probably does by now. But But
Yeah.
I just hope if he doesn't get the trash can, then he at least goes to Rainbow Room.
Actually, though, 38, now Fur is having some issues here at the start of a day Metro, but 38 is at a very, very close point where he might be able to actually just barely get the coins he needs if he just goes Seaside first, because obviously pick up, I think it's around like 45 coins or something in that shortcut. Now Fur is having some issues here on School Clip, which I want to briefly talk about. Hopefully getting his pickup through, has to drive around the cage pretty much one entire time. Gets it on his basically third try, because he was trying to make it work on the other side of the cage, didn't get it there as well. That's fine. But yeah, Fur's going to be pretty close on coins. I think the best choice that he could do still is picking up that trash can here in Metro. Let's see if he's actually going to do it.
Yep. Chaos now in the upper portion of Metro as well. Gonna be doing a pretty cool looking strat where he's just gonna dive straight backwards and grab this from the trash moon.
Some coins in the girder here. Worth to think about those. Kind of getting all these coin scraps once again makes me think that he might be fine just going to Seaside. And even though this doesn't really matter in the great scheme of things, I'm super interested to see still how he's going to approach that. It's just like a little interesting thing. We also see on Chaos' screen there's like 30 coins on the back right there, which would actually probably be faster than the trash can.
Yeah.
Just interested to see.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you get that coin pile in AU, not from like the...
Oh yeah, for sure. Like you can grab this in like 2 seconds while you make your way to the hint art at least, which Fur's not gonna get. Because he's a 1.0 obviously, as he did swings too early. He's not gonna grab the trash can, so I mean I'm still excited to see what he's actually gonna do.
Yeah, definitely. Kinda sad though, you've been hyping up the whole trash can, then he just didn't get it.
Trash can not getting love. Feels bad, man.
Dang.
Well,
Rip trash can.
Chaos is done with Metro. Not going to be getting a sub 30 exit here, so his chances of getting the best race time are diminishing. Might have already diminished, as he's probably going to be getting a 30-10 here at 30 minutes and 10 seconds. Still on very good pace, obviously. Leading this is obviously way more important for him to actually win this series. Once again, Chaos has already won the previous series. If he's able to win this best of 3, he is qualifying himself as a competitor for PACE, which is our first live competitive speedrunning event.
Oh, dude, I'm
End of this month.
I'm looking forward to that so much. I can't wait.
For sure.
All right. Fur's actually going for some pretty risky strats. I saw him do a spin pound off the trash moon to get down. He's just going all out. I think he knows that he lost a lot of time and he's just trying to make up as much as he can at this point.
Now Fur saw the coins right there. Come on, dude. And he's still not gonna grab them. He would have been fine grabbing those and doing Seaside first, but maybe Seaside alone will be enough. We'll see. We'll see.
He's at 44. You want to be at like 50-ish. I'm not sure. It's close. There are probably, I mean, you can grab some coins along the way in snow as well. There is a coin pile in snow at the beginning of Shiveria.
Yeah, that, and there's also some coins in the Blowy Joy room. So he's probably going to be fine just doing Seaside first, now that I think of it. I mean, obviously he's also going to lose some time to pick up these extra coins in snow. But once again, this entire coin story is not going to matter much in the grand scheme of things. Just gives us something to talk about as well, something that kind of changes the dynamic of the race, because Chaos is having this comfortable lead situation. I do want to bring up that Fur is most likely to go to Seaside here. So once again, no, do not get debated here by Fur. He's not going to like wrong warp to Seaside and take like a 4-minute lead. So yeah.
No way. All right. Insane pace. But yeah, Chaos going for snow clip. Not he delayed his backflip a little bit too much there. Not gonna be getting that. Ooh, that was a little sketchy as well. So now Chaos is entering the Blowy Joey room, and as you said, Fur going to Seaside first. So we are gonna be having route difference. So yeah, Fur is not out to a huge lead right now. He just chose a different kingdom to go to first.
Indeed. Now, Chaos is super healthy on coins, 122, not gonna have any issues there buying a moon after he's done with the Goomba room. There is Snowdram in this kingdom lurking afterwards, which he also is gonna have to complete to get the exit time he wants here. But even with a miss or two, he should still be fine. I mean, we've seen his lead earlier, it was looking extremely healthy as he basically lost as far as entering the kingdom, kind of, at least got his first moon. So we are probably looking at a lead that is close to 90 seconds / more even at this point, because Fur actually also missed Scooter. This might be like 2 seconds at this, 2 minutes at this point.
I think it's like a minute 40, just from looking at metro exits. It's around a minute 40. At least from what I saw. I don't remember the exact times. I think it's around there though. So yeah.
Not even up throwing for these coin rings, dude. This is the 100% runner. This guy is disappointing. But I think he might have forgotten there what his plan is. Obviously, you do want to capture this cheap because we do the seaside out of bounds clip here. Thinking about this clip, I obviously already have a very strong and interesting topic for the ruin segment of this race. I'm not sure if you have any ideas, but we'll get there soon.
All right. I'm looking forward to that then. I don't have any real ideas as to what it could be, but if you can make Ruined interesting, then go ahead, dude. Anything you can do.
I'm pretty sure I can. All right, cool. Now first getting rich right here, getting some coins. 84, 85, another coin. This man is getting rich right now, but 15 coins is gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight. Maybe this man has had a plan all along and is gonna have exactly 100 coins getting into the shop. Chaos just bought that one.
He's just trying to build up hype, I guess. Build up tension. It's gonna end up with like, or what if he gets like 99 and doesn't realize it or something? There's gonna be something's gonna happen. Anyways, like you said, Chaos setting up for Snowdram. That looks good. Yeah, no issues there. Made that by quite a bit actually.
Not having issues with the out of bounds clip here in Seaside. This man made a tutorial about this clip. He better get it. And he does. Also stays in bounds, stays out of bounds here. You can actually clip back in when you grab this moon. That's what you want to strictly avoid, because it would basically, I mean, you have to, get the Sphinx to talk to you and then answer her questions or his questions. I'm actually not sure, not assuming anything. So yeah, first done here in Seaside. It's gonna have to go to Snow, which is the longer split which Chaos has just completed.
Yep. Alright, so yeah, Chaos now heading into Seaside. Ashfur is exiting, but as you like you just said. You just said that. Anyways. We've got some cutscenes going on both ends for right now. But Chaos is gonna be finishing the cutscenes first. We're gonna be seeing the beginning of Seaside again. Doing a slightly different movement compared to Fur though.
Nice wall kick on the side wall. It's gonna grab this one pretty quickly. Good spirit point as well. He is probably remembering what to do after this third moon. Once again, this man is addicted to any percent, so he's probably at least remembering what to do there.
Yeah, he has I guess. Oh no. Bonking on the pipe there. I guess mini commentator's curse. Curse the wrong part of the run. But here we go. Let's see if he like you said, if he remembers what to do here, then he's gonna be saving a little more time over for. He should remember.
Looks like we're not going for the spin pound on the higher ledge, but that's minimal time save and pretty hard to get right. No. Actually going for the double jump here, which is optimal if you don't do the down throw, but actually not the most perfect capture there. He's still gonna be fine. He's gonna be making his way through that underwater section now and ending this up with a clip. Now, for actually slowed down intentionally for 3 coins at the start, he's 12 coins away from his goal right now. And that's a pretty awkward number. I guess he does have the option in the Blowy Joy room to just... Oh, actually, you get 3 coins from that umbrella. Almost forgot that part. So, 9 coins to go. Ooh,
alright.
Interesting wall jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Fur is fine. I think he's fine. If he, I think he's gonna get 8 coins for free, as long as I'm not forgetting one. So all he needs to do is get 1 extra coin in one of the rooms, and then he actually made it, dude. Unless you guys. Oh, awesome.
Don't even mention that. Let's not mention that. All right, here we go. Let's see. Yeah, there are a few
Oh,
coins.
there's
in
another
this.
coin. Oh, he missed it.
No!
Fur.
Dude, what are you
Free
doing?
coin.
Oh no! He's avoiding the coins, building up even more tension.
Okay, I guess he has to do like a spin and throw now at that section ahead. Wait, he's gonna miss exactly one coin, dude. No!
Are you serious?
Unless he picks up some extra coins in the Goomba room. These coins have been the biggest meme, but you get 5 coins in the Goomba room for free, so he needs to do 1 cap throw to fix that.
Are you serious? Well, I mean, there is a coin pile at the beginning of Snow, but that would be like out of the way, so I don't
He should
know.
have already grabbed that one if he wanted that.
Yeah, so...
I mean, there is enough coins in the Goomba room, he's just gonna have to make an extra effort. But if he just doesn't, he's literally gonna be at 99 coins at the start of the shop. I hope he just realizes that.
Yeah, I think he does, considering the fact that he's already grabbing a few extra coins. Okay, 99 coins here.
Dude, you have to...
Oh! Please just grab... Stop it, just grab a coin. He could have gone for the rings, that wouldn't have been that slow. Or maybe he has been planning on going to Goomba Room, to Ranga Room all along. It's just trolling us with making the coin count close. Wow. Oh, he is at 100. Alright.
He killed the Goomba, dude. That was the 6,000 IQ play.
Wow, I didn't
That gave
even
him 1
think
coin.
about that. I didn't even think about that. Alright. Fur demonstrating his big brain right now. What a legend. Exactly 100 coins.
Good job by Fur. You can actually kill all of them, which is something I completely forgot. Like if you ground pot all the way, that's 4 coins. Pretty fast coins actually. So keeping us tense until the very end, but he is making it. He's grabbing the coin. He's grabbing the moon now, has purchased that one.
Exactly 100, dude. He had it all planned out. Already. But yeah, he is coming up on Snowdrum now.
This is something you don't do in the longer category, so his consistency is still fine.
That looks good.
Nice.
Yeah. No issues there. Alright. It's kind of crazy how much Snowdram has evolved over the course that it's been starting to be implemented, you know? Like, it used to be that people weren't even considering going for it in RTA, and now people consistently get it every time, and it's kind of crazy.
Absolutely. Now Chaos is in Luncheon. Fur is not gonna have to go to Seaside once again. He did pick up all of the moons in Seaside before he even went to this kingdom, so it's not like this dude is 8 minutes or anything. He is now making his way to Luncheon himself. Chaos is already done with that first kind of part of Luncheon, which is this pure fight section.
Yep.
And making it to the real deal, which is pretty much this part of the kingdom. Actually, pretty much, this is still fine. It gets real tense after the moon on top of the pillar.
Alright, well, I mean, this movement still looks really cool, the movement that Chaos is to do. The triple jump while grabbing the crates moon along the way, that looks awesome. I like that movement. But yeah, like you were saying, after he grabs the moon on the pillar, he'll be doing some pretty tight movement down to the Forks room, and then there's Forks afterwards as well. And turn of clip. Wow, Luncheon has a lot more than I remembered, now that I'm thinking about it.
Oh yeah, for sure. And Luncheon is once again, I mean, I say this a lot when we watch top runners play Luncheon. One of these kingdoms where there's a ginormous amount of these tiny things that these guys do to save a little bit of time. And that's why, once again, when like a mid-level runner completes Luncheon and he feels like everything went well, he might still be getting a time such as like a 6:45, which once again, you think you've actually done everything pretty well, you didn't really make a mistake, and then you look at the best Luncheon time, which is like a 6:05 or 6:06 even at this point, which is like 40 seconds away. There's just all of these tiny things that you do a little bit better, such as the dives here at Forks, the camera went up this way of getting that Podoboo that Chaos just did, a better turnip clip, a better boss fight, better, like a roll on top of this fence. It's so many small things that you can do here to elevate your game a little more.
Yeah, definitely. Luncheon has a lot of small strats and a lot of big strats. packed with interesting stuff to learn and to practice.
Oh, Chaos actually hit that blue rock there as he was leaving the room of the Podoboo, almost not getting up to the higher ledge, which is, once again, this is by the way also a strat, this Podoboo jump when you start running the game that you might have some issues with initially. Almost getting very high speed with the turnip there as he was running down the slope of Salt. But yeah, actually has to reset up the turnip here. It needs to be in a specific spot for that clip to work. And after...
Oh no.
Oh, wait,
Ooh.
what?
What? How did he?
Wait, yeah, I don't know.
How did he do that? I thought. Wait. Okay.
How is the Panbro alive? That's the question that we are asking ourselves right now, because he just clipped through him basically.
Okay. Sure. Nice.
I mean, he's gonna be happy about it because he would have needed to grab another Panbro, but somehow it stayed alive.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy, honestly.
Yeah, interesting. Actually, pretty interesting suggestion there in chat, and I think that might be the reason. I think your hitbox might be disabled in the bonk animation, which is like the only explanation I would have for it too. So maybe while he was in the bonk state, he didn't have an active hitbox, which is why he couldn't kill the Panbro, but that's like the only explanation I have. It was obviously looking really weird initially.
Yeah. Like, I thought maybe he would at least take damage or something.
Yeah, that's also interesting. Weird. Good stuff.
Yep. Anyways, Chaos now finishing up luncheon. Fur is in Fork's room though. Let's hope nothing goes awry here. Looks good so far. And yep. Nice Forks from Fur. And now we are approaching the Ruined Kingdom. So
it's Ruin time soon. I mean, we have a little bit of this this difference happening here. I think we should wait for Fur at least completing Turnip Clip before I bring up the big sleeper topic that is going to carry us through the Ruin fight. Something that I'm not sure if you actually did already see announced, but let's see. Fur is going to have to do this Turnip Clip section on his screen now. Getting nice speed with the time, very far throw. Is probably gonna have to set this up again though, because the turn is on the right side of the stage, needs to be on the left side. Yeah.
Actually, I think I might know what you're gonna talk. Now that I think about it.
Maybe because after Fur just did this clip, which is actually a 1.0 exclusive, actually 1.0 and 1.1. Yeah, we just got news yesterday. This is once again the Ruined Trash Talk segment, guys. We do like to talk about a little bit of an off-topic thing as we go into Ruin. This is an auto-scrolling kingdom. There's not much you can do other than the movement, so it's always nice to throw a little bit of a curveball. But guess yesterday Nintendo actually announced that there's going to be some sort of Nintendo Labo collaboration between Labo and Odyssey, and they also confirmed that there's going to be a free software update on the 25th of April.
I don't know about
another patch.
Vectoring patch? What can they even patch anymore? Like, if they release 1.3 and they just patch literally everything, then I don't even know. It's not.
I mean, the thing is, you wouldn't really think that Nintendo would change anything as far as like the speedrun is concerned, as far as moon clipping goes, as far as clipping goes. Once again, these clips have been used for stuff like Luigi's Balloon World, so I'm not sure if they actually care about that anymore, or if it's just going to be like a tiny patch that really only patches in the new content for this Nintendo Labo collaboration. Or if they actually change something, it is interesting to see. Nobody really thought that Balloon World would change anything as far as the speedrun is concerned, but actually ended up doing so. Chaos is actually only at 2 HP and is still gonna do this damage boost here, which is at least worth mentioning in this fight.
Yeah.
This is really big time if he takes damage, but the fighters here will avoid that though.
Okay. Yeah, that would have been a. You never want to die in Ruin. That's just kind of embarrassing at this point.
Yeah, he is only at 2 HP right now. I'm not sure if he's going to pick up another heart. Might be smarter just to completely rule out the chances of getting another death, because he does need to do this additional damage boost here. Will do so. Actually played it really well. Is still going to be able to hit these forks or swords, I think, as fast as possible, and very fast ground pound at the end to finish up the fight.
Yep. Alright. So, Chaos still on a pretty good pace. I think right now is probably 2-ish minutes behind, maybe more. Probably more than 2 minutes by now.
Talking about pace, very, very interesting, Gannon, because pace is actually the event these runners are running for at the moment. This is the playoffs match for pace, our first speedrun competitive live event taking place at the end of April in Maryland. So if you guys have not heard about that event, you have to type an exclamation mark pace in chat to be
Wow.
informed about all of the all of the content we have planned for that. It's definitely going to be amazing stuff. If you guys can make it there yourself, I would highly suggest doing so. But even if you're far away, we're obviously going to be streaming the entire event on this channel. So make sure to stay informed.
That was a god tier segue. Oh my gosh. Do you like think about these before they happen? Or does
I mean, I honestly just heard you say pace, and I was like, I mean, first thing ruined, so that's a good moment to
I mean, yeah.
talk about it.
That was a really, really good segue. Kudos to you. Anyways, Chaos now entering Bowser's Kingdom. It's gonna be doing a little bit of movement over to the first moon. There's not really many options for moons to grab in Bowser's. It's a pretty linear kingdom. There's not like many moons they can just go out of get like on your way to the end of the kingdom. At least not pre-peace.
Yep. The thing is, there are certain moons that you have to grab, and that's actually the majority in this kingdom. This moon that he's about to grab is a moon that you are basically forced to grab. You need to grab all of the story moons to even make the mech fight active at the very end and to even get there feasibly. So this moon, the Shards moon, the Refights moon against the two Brutals, and also the mech multi-moon itself, which is 6 moons out of the 8 you need. So there's only 2 additional ones you need to grab, and we pick up the 2 fastest ones, being the one on the roof and being the one behind the crates before you actually get to the mech.
Yeah. But Chaos have a little bit of issues there, losing his speed, but he is now entering the Shards moon, and the Shards moon is a pretty difficult moon. There's lots of movement going on here. Getting dive back second shard, that's good. I'm gonna be making his way up to the upper section to grab this shard, jumping back down, grabbing the 4th one from behind, and gonna be finishing up the shards. Nice shards from Chaos, very clean.
Yep. Gets that part efficiently. It's now going to make its way over to the story mode, and after this animation is going to have to prepare for the Bowser Dram, or capture rope, or whatever you like to call this strat.
Yeah, that was really nice shards from Chaos, doing roll cancel jump up to the moon as well. Coming up to Bowser Dram, like you said, it's actually pretty hard strat. There's lots of movement that goes into it. Might not look like much, but it's actually very precise. Alright, that should work, as long as he hummed in correctly. Yep. And now we are going to be approaching the brutal fights, and pretty sure Chaos is going to be going topper first here.
Why am I commentating this one out of all of the matches?
I mean...
Disgusting. Well, we'll see what Fur decides to do. Honestly, Fur has been opting for topper first recently again, so I mean, this match is just a meme anyways. We do have Equal versus Little Curbs, by the way, after this series, where we'll probably see some high tier gameplay such as Harriet first. So you guys better stay tuned for that one.
So I kind of go either way on this, to be honest. I'm kind of like leaning towards one side, but it's not like, you know, 100% one side. I'm kind of like staying in the middle. I don't want to take any sides.
It's actually interesting, because I was about to say usually there's like usually people side with either topper first or Harriet first. They don't like switch it up occasionally, but that's something I haven't actually seen. Like someone is like, oh, today I do this, whatever the fans like.
I mean, yeah, I still lean more towards topper, but it's not 100% of the time. So do Harriet. Usually when I'm on a good pace, because I want to get Harriet out of the way first. Ooh.
Oh, no, he's getting poked by the birds right now, and this is probably gonna hurt for me. And okay, actually picking up the bird right now, going casually through the kingdom. Actually, not really. This is not really casual. That was actually kind of misinterpreted because
Oh no.
after that bonk, the only way he could have played that faster is that weird triple jump, which at some point was assumed to be the fastest shards strat, which is I'm thinking Shaden might still have this in his PB. This used to be at least thought as the fastest shard strat, where you do a triple jump, get that shard, and then get the other shard behind the wall. But Fur probably not knowing how to do this because it's a pretty tight jump, just grabbing the bird, and that's probably still fast and having to go all the way around.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right. Fur now gonna be coming up on Bowser drone. So let's see how he handles this. Taking a bit of health refill as well as he got poked by the bird. That should work. Yeah, nice. Alright. Chaos now coming up on the Mecha Brutal fight as well. We're going up one more wall of panels, then Mech is pretty scary, although at top level you've obviously practiced this fight so much that it's probably not as difficult, but obviously mistakes still happen.
Yeah, for sure. And mistakes lose you time and pretty much wherever you make them. The most time-losing one actually being the one when you miss the topper bubble, because not only is the mech gonna dance around a little bit, but even after spawning a bird, which is gonna be the only feasible way of doing a backup here, he's gonna basically close these little pens at his next game. But Chaos is not gonna have to deal with that. He is getting the topper hit, and now all that's left between him and actually completing this game is the Harriet third hit, and then also the last bird, as we like to call it, target acquired.
Yeah. So you're gonna see Chaos setting up for Harriet third right now. Getting that. So now just gotta do target acquired.
Oh wait, third hit Harriet first? I just got distracted as Chaos got the target acquired strat right there. Very nicely done. But for actually doing Harriet first and also showing off his unique approach of doing the first person strat, which is actually the fastest in the world.
Wow. I mean, didn't he develop those strats himself?
Yeah, I mean, he definitely did. Like, he not only did he come up with the first person strat in general, but he also added the like spin pound way of hitting her himself, which is something that I don't think anybody does other than him at the moment.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
For sure.
Coming up with your own strats and then having everyone else use them, but then you still have like a slightly faster way. That's like
true.
It's kind of like the dream. All right. So Burn now making his way up to crates. Then gonna be doing Mecha Brutal for himself. Chaos is gonna be exiting Bowser's on what looks like I'm gonna say low 101 pace. I'm not sure as to how long the cutscene takes after you globe in Bowser's.
Yeah, let's see. Looks like a 100 would still be possible here.
Oh yeah.
Thinking about Chaos's moon times that he can usually get.
Okay, yeah, so definitely possible. That would require a 521 moon, and we know he's got. Pretty sure he got back-to-back 511s in his other series with Fur. So.
Yeah, maybe he can still get like a 49, like barely, which would be pretty amazing after having like a 10-20 sand exit and then also a little bit of sloppiness throughout the run.
Yeah, I mean, Chaos is just showing his consistency, really. He's so consistent, and one mistake really doesn't get him down either. He's still able to continue the run. Oh no! Oh, is that intentional? I'm not. Oh, okay. What?
There's no way that was intentional. If that was intentional, if that was intentional, this man is mad.
What is that? Oh my god! Wow. Okay. That's a Monka Giga, but wow.
It did stay up, and I was mentioning earlier how this is the most risky phase to actually fall off, and when I say risky, not necessarily because of the difficulty, but actually the time loss that you will get if you miss. Now, first gonna go for the old version of this hit here, diving towards the platform, making the mech turn into you, still getting that one nicely, just a tiny bit slower than when you actually hit the bubble on top, but at least gets a nice save there on the mech. He's gonna be able to complete the fight, but Chaos obviously looking strongly at his first win here potentially as he enters the Cathedral, is probably looking once again at the lead as slightly bigger than, or at least around 2.5 minutes at this point.
Yeah, definitely. Chaos really just a beast in the league in general. So he's been posting lots of 1-0 times, and yeah, now entering the Moon and Bowser fight, still on pretty comfortable 1-0 pace if he can finish up Moon in a timely fashion.
Bowser fight time. Something that Chaos is usually pretty good at. Have rarely seen him mess up any phases here, and after that it's only really escape. And I think at this point he has been really working towards such a strong lead that he might be fine dying in pillars and still being ahead.
Yeah, of course we don't hope for that to happen, but you know, it can happen. We've seen some weird stuff happen in pillars in the league already. Also involving Chaos, except it actually happened to his opponent, Little Curbs with the invisible wall. Still very iconic moment in the league. That was crazy to watch.
Yep. Ending the Bowser splits here with pretty like 58 1x high. So probably looking at a 103 over here, mid 103, and the only way Chaos would still be able to get a time like this is really some heavy issues in the escape section.
Chaos has just been playing extremely well for the majority of the game.
First starting out on Moon. Get some decent vectors cross, actually pretty nice. Maybe, oh, it still dives, we're actually able to skip out on that dive, which is pretty honest.
Yeah.
But still making it work nicely.
I think he was a little scared of the moon snake that was right there.
Okay, wait. I'm still not believing that these things are called moon snakes. I've been asking that so many times.
I know
these things are in Seaside. Why would they be called moon snakes? I've seen them in Seaside.
They're...
Flip. Never mind.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that was a smart decision there. Backing that up with the ground pound. Didn't have enough height. I think he realized that. Chaos, now approaching pillars. I'm gonna be looking at the moon time that he gets, to be honest, because this moon has actually looked really good. If I recall correctly, it's a 55-38 Bowser's fade out. Entering pillars.
Ooh.
Wow.
4x is possible with like really good pillars.
That would be like a 51 pillars, right?
Yeah, around that. And that's really good. I'm not sure if that's even better than Chaos's best, but these oh, never mind. This is already looking. Oh, yeah. Okay. Probably 50, but still a pretty amazing time. 1:00 is still gonna happen.
Yeah. 1:00 definitely still possible with this. Alright. Coming up on the last pillar. Ooh, taking damage, and one of his fireballs got eaten too. Just getting robbed all around, I guess.
Just to make it over there. I'm still gonna make the 1:00 happen. And this means this is his first win in the series, which also means he's one win away from actually qualifying as our second contender at pace, following Nitro, and that would obviously be two extremely stacked competitors already in there. 1:00, 55, pretty low, might have been a 54. It doesn't really matter at this stage of the playoffs because the time doesn't matter, but that's a really strong time.
Yeah, definitely. This is just crazy to watch for me.
Let's see for ending it up here still in this Bowser fight. It's obviously probably, I mean, this is once again always pretty interesting. A series like this, do you like want to conserve your energy? Do you want to really play as hard as you can, especially in a race like this? I mean, you technically already lost this one, so might as well just chill. Definitely don't have to go for all of the crazy stuff anymore, unless you want to show
XD
off,
skip?
which is also interesting. Maybe.
XD skip? I'm just throwing it out there. Maybe. Okay, well, yeah, let's see. I mean, you might as well play as well as you can as well. You don't want to, you know... I mean, you do want to chill, but at the same time, you also want to practice as much as possible. but you never know. Let's see. Coming up on the 2D section here. Approaching 2D skip and maybe XD skip. Let's see. Doing 2D skip. Also doing XD skip. There we go. Let's go
That's
for
showing off at this point.
Yep.
Alright, good job by Fur making his way through the first section through the escape. Now only pillars to go. And Chaos is flying through the stage with
Chaos
the nut
not
at the same
jumping.
time.
Wow. Trick jumper. Anyways, I guess he's just, I don't know. I guess he's just messing around with.
Wow. Wait, is this gonna work? That first pillar was actually really good if it actually fell, and I think it did. Whoa! First getting the pillars BTT right now, two quick ones. He's actually gonna let him. Those pillars are actually mad.
Okay, wait, hold on. This is actually really insane. Oh, oh, this is hot.
This is actually insane.
Oh, wow.
Okay, this is land. Oh, dude, that was almost the. That was almost the next pillar boom, dude. Well, damn, pretty epic segment there at the end for still gonna be getting a 103 here, which used to be, it still is a very impressive time. Not many people in the world can still get this consistently. I mean, it's pretty much only like 25 people that maybe can get a time like this in the world, let's say 30. So still amazing time. Chaos leading this one 1-0. We are gonna go into a tiny break here, just giving these runners some breathing around 2 minutes before they started off again. Chaos is once again 1-0. If he wins the next race, he's gonna be at pace. So stay tuned, guys. We are just gonna be back as soon as these guys are ready.
Yep. Stay tuned. Alright. Looks like we are getting started with the next in just a second. Yeah, alright. So, as Lim has mentioned in the past, Chaos wins this next race. He is going to be our second runner confirmed going to pace, which is going to be very interesting. I'm looking to see how this is going to turn out.
it's worth to say that first definitely going to feel the pressure on one end. I'm actually not, once again, you can't really look into these guys, in these guys' minds, and really, you can't really tell how important is it for them to actually make it to pace. Obviously, there's going to be prize money involved. It's obviously an amazing event to show off your skill live in front of a bunch of people. So it's obviously a nice incentive. Chaos definitely wants to go there, so he's definitely going to play his best. Once again, if Chaos wins this, he's basically guaranteed to be there.
Yeah, it's kind of sick. I'm pretty sure he said he's definitely either way.
As long as his internet's actually fixing. Because right now we do have some technical difficulties right there, it seems like.
Yeah, that's that'll be fixed as soon as possible. Meanwhile, we can look at first gameplay as he makes his way through the Cap Kingdom. Went for the hover roll on the water there, did not get it.
We'll be able to see, obviously, the exact pace once we get Chaos' stream back on track. I do know that he has been struggling with some internet issues. Hopefully getting that back soon. Now, as you probably heard by Gannon sighing over there, actually ending up not getting this one frog jump.
Oh no. Okay, hold on. That works. Good enough backup. Still making the jump afterwards. We're gonna be looking at a 2:29 time, I think.
Actually, really interesting to think about. Once again, we like to basically look at first gameplay and sometimes compare what he's doing with what he's probably doing in these lower categories that he's really been taking seriously. And I don't think he is doing left side in any of them. Left side being pretty much restricted to only World Peace and any percent. Now, looks like Chaos' stream is back, currently playing in Cascade. So he does have a pretty nice lead already. Probably had a better completion of Cap.
Yeah, and
also his timers ahead.
Yeah, he's like timer's around 7 seconds. Well, but I think he did have a better Cap because it's still, you know, looks like more than 7 seconds as of right now. All right.
Looks like we're syncing it back up right there. This is probably what I'm assuming is happening right now, so probably getting it back on track right now, and we will.
Oh no.
As for having some issues here on first moon skill.
He's definitely having a few issues right now. Hopefully he can get those resolved. He's not playing his best, but yeah, Chaos out to actually quite a substantial lead at the beginning here. Still nothing that can't be made up. We've already seen Chaos make some mistakes in the previous race.
Yep. First, still going for the downflows here, showing off his Joy-Con usage. But I mean, if we look back at the last run, we've seen Fur take a really, really big time loss there in Sand. And actually, there was a point in time where Chaos used to have some issues with the GSA skip, which is not exactly what actually ended up giving Fur that last run, but more so the section afterwards. But we do still have this Poison Lake there in Sand. So a completely free trick. GSA skip hasn't become. It's not a completely free trick yet, the GSA skip, and that Poison Lake is lurking there, and you can lose a bunch of time.
Yeah, that definitely. If you're trying to cut it as close, it's really easy to just roll into the poison. Chaos.
Let's see. Exactly. Let's see Chaos making up his way to the Cliff Moon. I mean, if you remember, we did see him struggle a little bit with chest look last time. Let's see how this goes today. I mean, in this race.
That should be high enough. Yeah. Okay. Definitely better than last race.
Fur on his screen with some pretty fancy movement towards the Cliff Moon, going for a roll cancel jump. He's gonna grab that Cliff Moon just fine. Ooh, wow. He's actually teleporting through the stage. That was oh, he didn't even need to dive, dude. Wow, that was a really high up warp on that moon.
Yeah, literally teleporting. He's insane. Dude, is he cheating? That's not allowed.
Quite crazy how... Is that probably how the ceiling works? Like if you get the moon clip at the right time, you're probably clipping through all of the ceilings there, and you're just literally through the roof.
Yeah, literally through the roof. Let's go. All right. Chest clip actually is a pretty fun trick, honestly. It's pretty precise, but it's also really fun to practice. At least in my opinion. I don't know.
Yeah, story time with Chestlip was actually really fun because I remember how Chestlip got found pretty much exactly as we have some meshing going on right here. But actually, on the day Moonclip got found, I remember it as it was yesterday. Everybody was freaking out about Moonclip. I was in
Yeah.
school, and I asked Circle if he wants to try the chest in Cascade because we're using it at 80%, right? And he got it first
Yes.
try immediately. Everybody was freaking out, but then we didn't get it for like a day. We didn't understand how it works because we didn't know that there's like multiple ceilings there. Once you understood where to stand, it became a trick that everybody started using.
Yeah. I remember, cause like, I guess I talked with Robin Sarius quite a bit, so you know, I remember when he found that, and he was like, he posted it to Twitter, and then I still remember that day too, Circle posting about the chest clip through the ceiling. It was crazy. I don't remember like, you know, exactly what happened like you might, but I do remember the two clips.
Pretty awesome day. Kind of like the late discovery that nobody really had seen coming, but who knows, dude, maybe 1.3 patches in like a ridiculous new skip, maybe brunching is possible somehow. This would be about the perfect time to make like a huge change to the speed, and we got the sub hour without any shenanigans. Would be quite awesome,
Yeah.
but we'll see what the future is gonna bring, obviously.
1.3 faster than 1.0. Insane. Anyways, Chaos getting Ice Dram. Very nice.
Yeah, Fer also had success on his dram last race. He went for the original version with the long jump off that, I guess, roof. He's going to do the same again.
Yeah.
Platform is looking good as well. Should be able to make that work.
Yeah, that looks good. Nice. So yeah, Chaos now coming up on Sphinx Clip though. We did see a little bit of issues last race. Seems like he's got it figured out now though. Getting first clip first try.
First one. Definitely matters almost a little more. At least at least every mistake on the first one hurts you quite bad. If you miss it like once here, it's not that bad because the bird is just moving closer to you, but he actually gets both of them first try. Very nicely done.
For having a little bit of issues with it. Oh no.
Yeah, this is his first one as well.
Ouch. Getting that third try. Getting a lot more coins than last time.
Yep. Looks like he's a little richer than 146. Actually, Chaos is a little bit short on coins,
Yeah.
but having 100 plus the chest, he should still be fine overall. Just barely.
Yeah, he's alright. Also, did Fer get second clip first try?
Yeah, he did.
Alright, nice. So, figured it out after the first clip. It's always good. Chaos making his way over to the Cactus Moon. Fer now about to do Jaxie skip. Oh, Cappy homing in on the Jaxie. Cappy just not doing what you want him to do, and I guess that's just kind of typical at this point. Cappy's just not the greatest companion. Chaos getting a weird spin for me.
Yep, not gonna keep his one spin for consistency high. Did get it last race, but this was pretty much one of the first bigger mistakes. It's almost not a big mistake, but everything other than that has been looking pretty clean. And he's actually gonna be able to get like a 10:04 here. Last race, okay, looks like a 10:05.
10:05.
But last race he got a 10:20, so this is 15 seconds better than his. Actually, 22, I think, even, right?
Yes.
So this is like 17 seconds better than his last race already.
Yeah. Seems like he warmed up after the first race. Oh, for having a little bit of issues with notes, still getting 2 spin throws.
Alright, yep.
6?
Probably a very low 10:06.
That's not bad.
No, that's really good still.
Ooh.
Especially after missing notes like that, and maybe just tiny few mistakes that we might have even missed in cap. I'm not sure what his cap fadeout actually was at the end because we actually didn't see it.
His Cascade was a 509, and the Cascade looked pretty solid, so maybe there was like a little bit of mistakes in cap, but I don't know. 509 is still really good.
Yeah, no. First going to be getting a 38, so looking at about a little bit more than 30 seconds of difference here between Chaos and Fur already again. Chaos is going to be happy about that, but we will see, as expected, the switcheroo again. Fur is going to be going to Wooded first, so
Yeah.
don't overreact. This is not a tremendous lead change, this is just Fur being Fur.
Yep. He likes to go to Wooded and Seaside first. I don't know, maybe just wants to get them out of the way. Ooh. Chaos getting a... that was weird, honestly. He got the right spot, but Cappy did not come back through the wall. So, still saving time there. Got the first try clip, but that was just... looked kind of weird.
Alright, still got like a Fur is actually inside of the robots. What? No, don't buy the heart. Okay.
Okay.
He was about to buy that. His first person was like looking into the robot, so it wasn't actually working. So he had to go back out into the normal mode.
That was weird, but I think he got too close to the robot there in that case.
It's time for the tree route again here for Fur. A little bit of a faster approach throughout the kingdom. Let's see if his upward is switching. Well, losing quite a bit of speed. Probably not saving too much time with that, but this might also be a confidence play because this route, actually, like, arguably for some people, they might say that they like this route more because they're not really a big fan of the roll cancel floor road script. Like, for some people, the long jump floor road script that these guys do here might be actually easier.
Yeah, I guess that would make sense. Probably personal preference in that situation, though. So Fur now in nut clip movement, making short work of that. Just gotta make his way up to the ramp. We did see him have a bit of an issue on the ramp last race. Hopefully looking, yeah, that should be good. Seems to have figured that one out as well. Having small issue there. Nothing much though, just a ledge grab.
Yeah, getting that ledge grab. And actually it's important that you basically hold it backwards when you get that ledge grab, because if you grab the ledge and then move across that fence, you're actually locked in a very weird animation where Mario's like still holding the ledge and you can't do anything. You can't even throw a cap, you just fall. Which in that case is not that bad because there's at least ground below you. But there's other places where that can actually cause a death, and it's still bad there because you need to move pretty awkwardly to make it over that structure to actually get to the nut on the fence.
Yeah. Okay, for still having small issues in Wooded, but there haven't been any mistakes, so just little errors in his movement. Ooh,
nice. Spin throw to cancel that spin pound. I'm not sure if it was a spin pound. It might have been just a normal ground pound.
It was a spin pound, yeah. That's
Okay,
nice. Pretty interesting.
Yeah, you can cancel that.
Oh no. Oh, okay.
Very great save, by the way. Wait, is he just gonna... I guess he's just gonna kill the piranha to be able to do the roll cancel here. This should still work if he raises stuff, right?
That was an interesting movement there by Fur. Meanwhile, yeah, Chaos now doing true route. Let's see if he can get better upper boosts. That looked better than Fur's. Maybe not perfect still, but definitely got more speed than Fur did.
Probably not perfect, but doesn't matter much. He's now going to approach the nut clip section. This is where he needs to get his inputs right to actually clip through the wall.
Rolls being a little weird there, but let's see. That looks good. That should work.
So position for the clip. Now needs to go through the section. Actually grab the moon as fast as possible. Very fast here from Chaos. He's obviously very practiced at this section.
Yeah. Making even shorter work of it, I guess. And here, going up the ramp as well. Meanwhile, Fur doing spiritless, so we got two pretty advanced routes going on at the same time here.
for sure. Ooh, I
Did he
think
get
might have gotten
insta-nut?
the insta-nut there, right? Yeah.
Ooh.
Looked like it.
Wow.
So actually destroying that nut with the dive and spin pounding into the moon pretty fast.
Yeah, BDT. Alright. For making his way through flooded pipes, shouldn't be having any issues here.
Yeah, also going for the roll cancel out of the mason set. I think Fur tried to go for that, but ended up not doing so. Probably because he got like a ledge grab as he tried to go for that, so just went for the long jump instead. Now Chaos actually didn't grab the checkpoint. Every time I've been watching his race, he has been grabbing that checkpoint. Maybe he wasn't on the line, he was comfortable doing that checkpoint grab, but I hope it doesn't bite him because he needs to get this jump right now.
Yeah, he's
If
good.
he was to make a mistake, right, he would be spawned back at the shop.
Alright. He should be good from here. I don't think we've seen any falls after this moon going over the tower in this league anyways. But not to say it can't happen. He is good. Alright. So yeah, Fur now entering into Lake Kingdom, which is also going to make it appear that Chaos has a bigger lead than he does. So if you're just tuning in, Fur went to Wooded first, so Chaos is still in the lead, but it's not as big as it appears.
Exactly. Okay, Chaos was actually flying through that tower. Had some very nice speed on the uproots.
Yes.
Let's see if his movement here to actually skip the boss fight is also going to be just as clean.
Ooh, buffer jump there. Keeping all of the speed from the spin pound down. Very nice movement from Chaos there. Whoa! Okay, for having some issues with the beginning of Lake there. But gonna be approaching Lake Clip as Chaos goes into flooded pipes. Let's see. Alright. Getting the Lake Clip, I think that was second try.
It's always obviously important that you do end up grabbing that checkpoint. This checkpoint is the one thing you really need. This is why you actually do the clip. This first moon wouldn't be fast if you couldn't warp back efficiently to actually then get another really quick moon. But overall, First should still be saving time with that route. But Chaos, on the other hand, actually gets a really low globe in here for Wooded. This Wooded seems pretty solid overall. I'm pretty sure someone mentioned that he got a 13
flat
Lake exit,
Lake.
but he's still going to be getting an 18. I think like an 18-14 exit here in Wooded. Maybe 15? Yeah, it looks like a 15. But yeah, that's pretty impressive still. On very good pace here, leaving that real first. I guess you could say early game ends in Wooded. Some people like to say it ends in Lake or in Sand, but this is a real early game done. We're heading into the mid game now.
Yeah, that was really nice. 5:15 Wooded. Very high performance from Chaos in a race setting. Guess that's to be expected by now, but still. Being able to perform this well multiple times is quite impressive. Now making his way into the Bowser fight. Doing fast hats. And the Bowser manipulation. And we're going to be seeing Fur going to Cloud soon as well. And like you were saying earlier, he does like to go for the Cloud boost, or so-called boost list strats, which are very fancy looking and slightly faster. I'm pretty sure boost list is still faster than
at least very casual, very standard movement. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Now, Fur actually on his screen getting a 19-20 Lake exit. Looks like Chaos already acquired a lead of a minute plus 1 minute and 5 seconds. Is what he already worked towards, which is obviously pretty impressive stuff.
Yeah. Very nice Cloud from Chaos as well. No mishaps here. Looking like a high 19 4x Cloud fade out. 1948 or 47? Not sure. It's kind of right on the barrier. Meanwhile, Fur doing the boostless strat there. That just so fancy.
Looks really cool. And it's able to start off a but now I probably do need some confirmation, because unless the world record was recently broken again, I do think it might still be held by Curb. So recently got 24?
19.
19 actually, even.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
Because it's obviously always an interesting storyline for a race like this, with Chaos's pace looking pretty solid at the moment.
yeah. I'm pretty sure that 1:00:19 is still the race world record. Yeah, it looks like we got some confirmation from chat.
But actually, I was commentating that, wasn't I?
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure I was. I'm pretty sure I was commentating that with Esper, if I remember correctly. Now that I remember the time.
I know I was commentating the 24, but I'm not. I didn't see the 19, so I didn't even know it existed until some people told me last time I commentated.
Yeah, I remember that there used to be this 27 that curbs it. Then it was beaten, I think, like he got a 25, and then he actually got a 19. And I'm pretty sure I commentated that with Esper actually. Now that I think back, so that's still a time. It's an amazing time, obviously. 1:00:19 in a race, the best time we've seen in a race so far. But Chaos with this run has potential to beat it.
Yeah, actually by quite a bit. Oh no, yeah, bonk in there. Okay, maybe we shouldn't bring up that topic.
Not yet, at least.
Yeah. But that bonk will only cost him around 2 seconds. Oh no. Oh, it's not too bad.
It's not too bad. It loses maybe like 2 seconds. His coins are really low right now. He's at 51, so he's probably best off going to C-side first. I actually had to laugh there for a little bit, because there's this one montage on YouTube highlighting the best moments about Odyssey runners.
Oh, yeah.
And there's this clip from Chaos where he's under the bridge and he's like, dude, that's a lost gold for sure. And then he does exactly that and just dives into the poison. It's like exactly the same course, because he tried to do the up throw dive, but he just missed it.
I love that video so much. If you haven't seen it, I recommend you watch it.
Absolutely.
Pretty sure
it's still fine overall. It's one of the least bad mistakes that you can make in Lost, but overall, probably causing him to lose around 4 seconds in Lost, because he got that bonk and he got that death.
Yep. Alright. But still respectable pace for Chaos. It's not a bad pace by any means.
Okay, I just had like some frame drops. I'm not sure if that's only on my end. Hello, can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay, I just didn't see what was going on for like 10 seconds. Just a little bit laggy for me over here, obviously coming in dive from Europe, so there might be some lag issues, but looks like Chaos is doing pretty well here on Night Metro movement, and it's going to be making his way to City Hall now.
Yeah. Hopefully no issues with the City Hall interior. It's a cycle-based room, so you know, one mistake can cause you to lose an entire cycle. Here I'm pretty sure an elevator cycle is... I don't think it's 10 seconds, it's less than 10, and I think it's more than 5 as well. It's somewhere in that range. Don't know the exact time, so I'm not gonna claim to know it. But Chaos, making short work of this, no issues with the cycles.
Nice work by Thor as well, making the triple jump across that gap to capture the pylon. We probably are also going to be seeing the lower ledge chest jump from him again. The first especially here at Night Metro.
Yes. Alright, that's something to look forward to on first side. Chaos now in the Mech Wiggler fight. Hopefully he gets a good pattern like he did last time in the second phase, but for now he's going to be looking at walls for a while.
Looking at walls, indeed. Not much you can do here to speed up anything. Just gotta wait out the Wiggler for his ferocious attacks, as he's really threatening Mario's life. As we see, yeah, very scary. He's literally in the hitbox, doesn't do anything.
He's just manipulating where the runs to make it run the shortest distance possible.
Wait, for actually just ascend, like my brain is actually extending. He had this weird thing where one of the yellow Goombas was on the elevator and he just spin through, and that's actually so smart. Actually, Chaos amazing wiggle at the same time as we talk about this, but it's a very slight thing that you might not have to deal with if you don't run this game. It seems like not a big deal. But if the Scoomer gets onto the elevator platform and you cap throw to get rid of him, Cappy can actually get stuck under the elevator, and when you then go for the backflip, it will not be available for you to dive over to the pole. So
Dude.
actually that's been really smart.
See, Fur has just been pulling out the 3 billion IQ plays for these runs.
Yeah, but as far as coins go, Chaos might have to do these this run. But once again, 51 coins, unless he's not aware of it, he's probably going to have to go to Seaside and just solve that problem like that, because it's going to be just enough.
Yeah.
It's the best play, probably.
Yeah, probably. In this case, I wouldn't risk it. But yeah, he's starting up on Day Metro now. Gonna be grabbing first move by doing Metro Dream, and then we're gonna be coming up on Scoot Clip. For having a little bit of issues with the Wiggler.
This last part is a little bit stubborn, but he will be able to take that down after, I think, 2 missed shots. Still not too bad overall, but as you mentioned, Chaos obviously coming up at Scoot Clip and clearing that without an issue. Again, a very quick drive-by to get the moon in the cage.
Yeah, there's lots of Dram strats in Metro, I just realized. You got 2 basically back to in Day Metro.
Day Metro having a bunch of these small captures where you can make them work easily once again. It's pretty much just a term we use for any strat we do, where we get some type of job done. It might be purple coins, it might be grabbing a moon, it might be talking to someone, and then actually having Cappy set at a position where all we need to do afterwards is home in to get that really fast capture animation.
Yeah, it's honestly pretty crazy. Like all of these. Oh, Chaos getting screwed over by some weird taxi. Is that RNG? I'm not even sure.
I mean, it's not RNG. It's like a consistent global cycle. I'm not sure if he was too fast, too slow. I never have actually seen anybody bounce exactly on the trunk right there.
Neither
but maybe it was also just like the angle he was flinging himself. It's fine. It's not a big time loss, obviously.
Yeah. That's not horrible at all. Ooh.
Crazily enough, though, this kind of mistake would have been something that runners, while being for sub 1 attempts, would be really infuriated by, because they know this might already be the difference. Getting in sub 1 is such an incredible achievement.
Yeah.
Like, it's so hard to get a sub 1.
Yeah, like the first, like when Curbs got his 1, and then like that was, people were like, wait, we can definitely get this. Like once Curbs did that, and there was like less than half a second standing in between Curbs and sub hour, other people were like, hey, we should get on this too. And then people started doing harder strats, getting more consistent at them, and the times just started dropping so fast. It was crazy.
For sure. Now, first actually getting blocked by the taxi entirely is probably actually the worst even.
Wow.
What happened to Chaos?
Okay. Taxi not having it, not being very nice to either runner in this race.
Now let's see. The only way that Chaos, once again, coins is obviously the topic of interest. Wait, first city hall is empty. No, I mean that happens sometimes. By the way, when you, for some reason, I think it's when you like touch Pauline as you talk to the drummer, that for some reason the musicians don't get loaded and city hall becomes an empty place. I was about to say that that coin stack on the back there would have probably the only way for him to avoid the seaside first visit. But seaside first is just faster than grabbing the stack.
Yeah, I think he realized that. He's like, I could grab that seaside first. If it's a viable option, I might as well go there instead. Yeah, he definitely has enough. He can make it up in seaside. But yeah, Chaos finishing up Metro now. Gonna be looking, this is definitely a sub 30 exit. Very nice pace from Chaos, actually. This is... Wow, okay. Pretty sure this globe cutscene takes 21-ish seconds.
Yep,
29:43 Metro exit from Chaos.
Very solid stuff. Unless it got beaten recently, which I do not think. We actually have seen a 29, which is just completely ridiculous.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, there's a 29-29.
What? Okay, well, I mean it's Goryuya, but
it's like a 43 is still incredible.
Yeah, I mean Goryuya has gotten an 18 flat. So
yeah, which is already 15 seconds better than what Chaos had here, so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Wait, Chaos. Okay, wait, Chaos went to Snow.
Rango room time?
Probably.
Oh, does he know?
He either doesn't know. I mean, yeah, he probably just doesn't know. That's really dumb. Because this run was probably on like race world record pace. He's gonna lose like 5 seconds to that room.
Yeah.
He cannot get 30 coins here. It's just not a thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, you could. If he gets a 10 coin stash and then like a spin throw in the Blowy Joy room, he might be able to do it. But even if he does that, I'm not sure if that's faster than Rango room. That's just such a weird mistake to make.
Yeah. That's unfortunate, honestly. That was actually we got... I'm not sure. This could end up pretty badly. It's probably gonna lose like 4 or 5 minimum.
Yeah. I'd say with like very basic movement in Rango room, you are probably losing at least 4 seconds, probably 5, because there's really been a long time that everybody has actually done like the optimal movement. This is probably the point where Chaos realizes that he doesn't have enough coins because the coins from the umbrella just got added.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I mean, if he still doesn't know, then that's gonna be really unfortunate.
Yeah, that's the worst thing, if you go into the shop without knowing your coin count.
Getting snow clip as well. Dude, this run would have been so good.
Yeah, that's a few spam. But this is a really amazing run. Maybe he ascends and just does an amazing job in Rango room, doesn't lose much time in there. But I mean, I'm interested to see how he's gonna approach that one.
Even if he loses 5, this would still probably be race world record pace.
Probably. I mean, he's pretty good at this section of the run.
Yeah. And I guess it's also worth pointing out that Fur did go seaside first.
Yeah, yeah. Smart man, smart man. I mean, he actually has enough coins. It's just his AOM muscle memory once again.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah. After the Goomba room, we're gonna see if Chaos realizes that he has to go to Rango room.
Yeah. Once again, interesting comment there in the chat. He could have gotten some coins right there, but wouldn't have been enough in the Spiny room. If he picked up the coin stash early on in this kingdom, he might have been able to get 100, but at that point it would have probably been slower than actually doing the Rango room, because this coin stash at the start once again is RNG and can be really slow. So Chaos is pretty much committing for a Rango room. Yep. Even if he kills the Goombas here, that's not going to be enough.
Yeah, and I think he knows that by now. He's had plenty of time to know. For missing the down throw capture into the cheap actually. Alright.
Right, let's see. This is the time where Chaos needs to make that call, because if he for some reason is very ignorant and didn't check his coin count in a while, he's going to be looking quite entering the shop. But he will
he's going.
Oh no, it's already starting off like it's already starting off pretty bad. Let's see how this movement is looking like.
Rango room hype. Alright.
The spin for the backflip into the gale, very slow actually, not even turning around in time. Going for the triple jump, diving into the gale, diving, kept throwing in the air, almost bonking, actually casually walking through the snow, long jumping into the moon, probably losing around 5 seconds.
Chaos, but, what are you doing?
it's really frustrating, honestly.
Dude, BTT?
Yep. But still has to do snow room, which is, by the way, something that I wasn't really ready for, because usually back when we did this room, it was the last room we did. Pretty interesting issue.
Okay,
He's barely gonna make it, dude. That was pretty close.
Oh god.
But that's really frustrating, because his exit time metro was amazing, not looking that good anymore now. Still on very obviously, I mean, it still looks amazing overall, but it could have been so much better.
Yeah, right. That was like an OX pace for that metro exit.
Yeah. And we are looking now at a 34-31 snow exit, which is, I think it's around like 25. It's exactly 25 seconds behind the best ever by GoYuya once again, which is a 34.06.
When did he get that? GoYuya is insane. Oh my god.
Yeah, this one was like insane. I had like the best exit ever up until lunch, I think.
Wait, was that his 100.25 or was that like something else?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was maybe like another run. I'm not keeping like extreme track out of these. He obviously also has a sub hour, which had to add some good exit times.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
yeah, we'll see as this run is unfolding now. Chaos is gonna have to go through C-side, gets to the ledge grab there, backs it up quickly for just entering snow right now because he did go C-side first this run.
Yep. Alright. Chaos making his way through Soke. I think Fur just bonked on the ice. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, the ice pillar right there.
Alright.
Guess the C-side, other than a little... Okay,
Ooh.
I'm not saying anything. I was about to say, has been looking good, really good spin powers.
Oh no!
Well,
Race World Record is definitely dead now. Oh no. At least he can back it up though. That's unfortunate.
Let's not downplay this guy. Obviously, incredible pace. We might not see a race world record anymore after a pretty big time loss right there and in snow caused by the Rango Room. But he's still in a very comfortable position, and I'm not sure if he really cares about this too much. If he wins this race, he's gonna be, he's gonna be at pace, and that's probably what he really cares about.
Yeah, that's definitely like his main. Obviously, race world record would have been, you know, like a cool thing to get on the side, but probably not what he's main focusing on. Like, that's probably not what he has all of his focus towards. Just trying to finish this race as well as possible.
Let's see, Chaos with the ending portion of C-side here, grabbing that moon under the ceiling. Then gonna have to do the clip, which even though it is a nice time save, has a little bit of risk attached. You want to grab that moon out of bounds in the right spot without clipping back in. He missed the spot. No. Okay, there we go.
Okay. So yeah, now Chaos setting up for the fish clip. Looks good. Yep, that's gonna work. Now he's just gonna be grabbing this moon while staying out of bounds and going into the Sphinx room.
Yeah, this is a very good spot. He stays away far from the wall, pretty close to the loading zone as well, and makes it work nicely. Swims into the moon fast as well. Pretty rough season at the start, but overall he has been also showing some shining moments. And this pace overall is still nice. Probably still on pace to beat his first race, even with these mistakes.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy to think about. That just shows how good. So yeah, for finishing up Goomba Room, Chaos heading into Luncheon Kingdom. And as you said earlier, Luncheon has lots of small optimizations. They can make you like think that you're playing everything perfectly, but then you end up, you know, like 30 seconds behind the the best Luncheon. You're like, wait, what happened? You know, it's like I felt like that was perfect, but then there's all the small things that all the top runners do, and they add up.
Let's see, Fur also still having to go through the Snowdram section, which, I mean, he's buying the pirate hat. Hey, okay, that's he was doing the coin grinding all the way, dude. Now Fur actually gonna be getting some BTT clips with the pirate hat. Very, very nice. Dude,
Let's go! Shoutouts to Fur, guys.
Dude, I wonder if Snowdram is like different with the pirate hat. What if it has like a different hitbox? We'll see right now.
He's gonna do dive vault. No way. Alright, let's see. Come on. This is actually legendary.
Dude, the pirate hat has a bigger hitbox on the side that makes Snowdram way easier, as we see right here.
He actually got so much room.
Like the pirate hat is optimal, boys.
Dude. Yeah, I'm gonna start using that in runs. Oh my gosh. What a legend.
Yeah, good stuff by Fur. Now done with Snow. This is looking pretty much like exactly the same difference than we had last time, because I remember Chaos leaving this subroom when Fur was entering Luncheon. I'm pretty sure. Chaos
Yeah.
sending some screenshots. He's answering on first BM. He's feeling BM'd right now. Maybe first getting into his head. What if Chaos actually starts making tremendous mistakes because first obviously clearly BMing him right now. Chaos must
Yeah.
feel the pressure at this moment. He's probably really mad. He's probably he's fuming. I think he's fuming at this point.
He's so mad. Oh my gosh, look at him.
Dude, I mean, look at
Wow.
his head. It's so boring.
I know, right?
He just has like a white head. That's so boring.
Yeah, obviously, pirate hat more optimal, also way more stylish. I might.
By far. Oh, Fur not getting the optimal, taking some screenshots, dude. Oh my god, this run is hot right now. Fur really BMing.
Wow. Well, I mean, obviously, what he just did there. So yeah, he lost time to salt triple. Obviously, gained time there by taking the screenshot. You know, just made up for it a bit. You know, it's optimal strats. As he approaches the spirit fight after this moon, Chaos now going to the pot moon.
Right, ooh, that roll cancel with the pirate head looked a lot better there, gonna have to say. Good start here. I mean, not the perfect start obviously because of the sword triple fail, but after the sword triple, this function was going pretty smoothly for Fur. But Chaos now, as I said earlier, going into the real deal. This is what okay. Not quite making that gap. You usually want to do this roll cancel to actually roll all the way across. He is still gonna be there in time to grab the portable, but you could get it a little bit earlier if you actually make that roll cancel all across that gap.
Yeah. Now we can see Story Moon animation. The pirate hat came off, and then now it's just Cappy. Dang. I forgot that happens.
Yeah, scripted cutscenes feels bad, man. The head will return soon, though, as Chaos is done with Fox. Once again, getting that roll on that fence, which is obviously pretty nice. You kind of fly into the moon's hitbox.
Yeah, definitely. Wow. That was a fast protoboo jump, actually. Now, Chaos gonna be setting up for a turnip clip in a second here, after this moon. In his last race, he did have to reposition the turnip, so let's just hope it goes better this time. That position looks a lot better.
Yeah, this is
might be too far right.
It's doable, I think. Okay, it's actually too far away. I was about to say, if he made
the spiny dude.
He's getting attacked. I hope the Panbro doesn't despawn. He needs to pick it up. Okay, there we go.
Wow, that's unfortunate. Oh no!
Yeah, he was at the right spot. This is actually the left spot, because the left spot is the right spot in this specific clip. Now, Fur actually had some issues picking and unplugging the right turnip, getting the white one out there. He needs the golden one.
Yeah. Dude. I'm not over this pirate hat thing, dude. It's so great. Absolute legend. For now gonna be making his way, actually having to go back, readjust, so not gonna be getting the optimal potoboo cycle here. Pretty sure that loses around 4.
Yeah, he came in at like the worst timing, sadly. I mean, he got a very nice position on this potable, but the potable just jumped out of the lava, so he wasn't able to grab that optimally. Kind of unfortunate, but not the end of the world. Once again, to really make a comeback here, he's gonna be obviously playing pretty well, but we are at the point where it's really gonna be coming up to Chaos. We really need to see a big mistake from Chaos to even allow Fur to make a comeback. Now, Wound is coming up next, which technically has a chance to really lose a bunch of time if you make the crucial mistake of dying in that kingdom. But we haven't.
Has that happened in the league yet? Has anyone died in
the league? I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure if. Actually, Espa is usually the guy that can definitely confirm these kind of stats. I know Equan had some interesting deaths there, but I'm not sure. That was probably in the tournament, not in the league. So, well, actually, I'm not completely sure. And I know that was in the tournament. Yeah, that was in the tournament. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, not happening today. We're having some issues here right now.
Alright. That's too far away, is it not? Okay. It looks
that was like on the stair.
Alright. That one's gonna work though. Yep. Still more optimal than Chaos's Turner clip, probably due to the pirate hat. Alright. So yeah, Chaos now going into Ruined Kingdom, but we do still have a big enough lead where we have some gameplay going on first screen still. So it's not all ruined, you know. Kind of minimizing the ruined screen time that we have.
Yeah,
It's
for
always
sure.
good. Gives you some stuff to talk about, I guess.
Yeah, at first we can obviously see first having to grab this last moon and then making his way over to the story moon and multi-moon and the pot before he is able to close out this kingdom. This move in particular can sometimes be quite tricky. And we've actually seen Nick lose a sub-hour pace in the specific section, the moon behind the mountains. I think it's called Surrounded by Tornado. This Chaos also on 1 HP again. I'm not sure what he's currently doing, but he's actually the second time that he's in this spot. But saving himself there, no death.
Alright. He's still... Okay, he is gonna grab that other heart and go back to 3 HP. I thought he was gonna be a real mad lad and just stay at 2. Just live on the edge. But yeah, here he is doing another damage boost strat to get onto the dragon just as fast as possible. It's just small optimizations like this that you do in Ruin because there's not much else that you can do.
Just about getting the swords. I always call them forks. I don't even know why. It's
swords?
probably swords. Yeah, it's probably
Yeah.
swords. But I mean, this dragon has to be mad. He has like 6 swords in his head. I would be mad.
Yeah. And they're all chained to this big, like, heavy metal thing that's just sitting on his head.
So this is technically not even a fight, we're just freeing this guy. Look,
Yeah.
Look how happy he is right now.
Yeah, and then he goes to sleep.
Yeah, pretty much it.
Let's go.
Alright, now Chaos gonna be done here with the kingdom. We are still gonna be seeing these guys in this kingdom at the same time. We've actually seen discrepancies as far as someone was already leaving Ruined as the other person just joined, but this is actually pretty common. Chaos is now done with the fight first, starting it up. Still a nice lead for Chaos. And once again, as a reminder, as we really get close here to Chaos winning this race, if he wins this, he is qualified as our second competitor at pace.
That's
himself-
exciting.
That's really exciting. Nightcrawler himself, the
Oh,
legend,
yeah.
actually made it that got the first sub hour. Already
Top
qualified for pace. He's gonna be there. Looks like Chaos might be there as well. It seems like the competition is as stacked up as you could like wish for.
Chaos and Nicro are the top 2 currently for any percent, so it's kind of crazy to think about. Chaos also still getting a sub 48 ruined exit, barely. Like a 47-59, I think.
Yeah, and just think about these matchups though. Like once again, Nitro has been unbeaten, but what if Chaos races Nitro now? Because the matches that we've actually seen, right? The matches that we've seen between Chaos and Nick were actually very early into the league, and Chaos wasn't really getting into the flow of this consistent racing lifestyle, right? He actually had his first races where the only races he lost, and now he's been playing so good. Like he's been getting 1:55. So he is on pace to get a better time right now. But what if the race between Nick and Chaos happens right now? This has to be insane.
And live. Just live event. Oh, that would be so sick. Like grand finals. Oh man. I'm just thinking about that. That's hot. Wow.
Once again, if you guys do have the chance of maybe visiting us there, enjoying all of that action live, not only the races in all of the 3 top leagues, but also the showcases that we are going to be having there, you can still type an ! Pace to check out the smash.gg pace to potentially still register. Registration is open, also open at the door if you live close and just want to come by really quick. But yeah, going to be exciting. Obviously also streamed on this Twitch channel, so make sure to follow.
Wow. Lots of stuff happening there then. But yeah, Chaos now going into shards. I was talking about this last time. It's a pretty difficult moon. There's lots of technical movement that you have to do. Chaos getting dive back second shard again, so no real issues there so far. Barely grabbing that 4th shard. Thought he might be too far forward. But yeah, no issues for shards for Chaos again.
Yeah, for anybody coming in right now, because I do think that's pretty hilarious if you come into this race and see Fur wearing a pirate hat. But Fur, after realizing that his lead, that Chaos' lead is a little bit strong, he just decided to buy the pirate hat in snow, which, by the way, is not that bad. You go into the shop anyway, so if you just click on the pirate hat, it probably doesn't even lose 10 seconds, and you get around 6,000 style points. So that's an interesting decision.
Yeah, and it increases your IQ by approximately 2 billion, I'd say.
At least.
Yeah, at
I
least.
mean, look at this dude. He's literally. I mean, the Goombas literally just walked away from him because they respected him so much.
Yeah, the Pokios with their inferior hats can't even reach him. Wow. The mad lad.
Alright, guys, don't look at this. Chaos currently showing off some very unoptimal strats there on the left screen. Let's instead look at first pirate hat.
Wow, actually doing triple jump ogre, one-upping.
Yeah, that was nicely done, but once again, Chaos obviously a big fan of Topper first. I do not understand this man. He is going to be fighting Harriet second now. Hopefully he gets hit by a bomb. But Fur was doing Harriet first in the last race, so maybe he's gonna get to work again. Also, shout out to Easy here coming in with the subscription. I think we should at least give the subscribers some shout outs, obviously supporting this channel, supporting all of the runners as well.
Yep.
Appreciate it, obviously.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, Chaos finishing up the bunnies fights here. I'm looking to see how Fur's shards are gonna go now that he has the power of the pirate hat. Hopefully better than last time. Definitely better than last time. Very nice shards from Fur. Didn't see that much of an issue there.
Yeah, last time you obviously had to grab that Pokio to be able to scale the wall again after getting a bonk on the roof, but this looked a lot better, as you mentioned.
Yeah. Alright. So Chaos now coming up on oh wait. Fur coming up on Bowser Dram. Sorry. Got the screens confused. They're both grabbing moons.
You have the synced up story moon cutscene, yeah.
Yeah.
Two doors opening at the same time. The one's just a little bit bigger and actually leads to a different section.
Yeah, that's it. It was a little confusing. Just, you know, messed with my head a little bit. Fur doing Bowser Dram. Chaos grabbing crates.
Yeah, actually still synced up moon to this point. That's interesting. It looks like almost that moon. I mean, I think Chaos might have been done with that story moon cutscene a little bit earlier, but Bowser's actually looking pretty similar in most of the sections. It's kind of the...
Ooh, Fur doing topper first this time. Ooh, okay, we got double topper.
Guys, I think this is a sign. I think Fur wants to bring peace to the war. He's showing us that both can be done. We can do both and still be happy.
Both. Wow, dude.
Dude, this
what
is
an
actually
icon.
a message from Fur. Yeah, what an icon.
Such a progressive movement. Insane.
This guy's making a statement, honestly. Showing up the pirate hats, bringing solitude to the stressful environment of this refight section.
Chaos did a little bit of an interesting strat there to get to the topper bubble. Diving onto one platform, then jumping and diving around the corner. That was interesting.
Yeah, maybe he actually didn't hit Rango in the spots he wanted to and then knew a backup for this one. Didn't catch the one because obviously Fur doing Harriet is always pretty mesmerizing as he likes to go once again for his first person strats and then spin pump. But this is the one strat that Chaos wants to get right now, wants to hit the Spirit Bubble, gets thrown back,
that should be good.
Nice.
Alright.
Only Moon is what's separating him from attending Pace as our second.
That's this is intense. This is actually super exciting, to be honest. He's just got one more kingdom to go and he qualifies.
What's also interesting is that this might be our second 4-0.
What? Sorry.
This might be our second 4-0.
Oh yeah.
In the playoffs. Once again, this playoff format is basically up to 3 sets of best of threes. The first person that wins 2 sets basically qualifies, but not only did Nick 4-0 his opponent, but so it looks like Chaos is about to do the same.
Oh
Which,
yeah.
I mean, kind of makes sense because these are the first and the second seed racing the well, actually, I'm not actually sure if Chaos got second. I'm pretty sure he did get second. So this should be the first and the second seed racing the 8th and the 7th. So this should be the biggest discrepancy, allowing for, in I guess, quote unquote, easier time for them to actually qualify, which is the whole reason they obviously wanted to get their high positions in the league. So it would be justified, but still amazing performance by both Nick and Chaos, which is why I'm incredibly excited to see them head to head at pace if Chaos closes this one out.
Yeah, that would be really fun to watch. Just being there too. I mean, I haven't really been to a speedrun before, like not a live one anyways. I've watched, so I'm just really excited to see it.
Yeah. And Gannon, if I remember correctly, we actually had a 38 fade out for Chaos in this last race, and he just got a 37.
Yep,
So
alright.
that is 1 second behind, ahead of his last race. This race was amazing going into snow. Once again, had some issues in snow and seaside, but still on pace for another 5x. Technically, 4x is possible.
4x.
It was possible the last run. He just had some issues on the pillar.
Yeah, with his gold moon, this can be a 48. I'm pretty sure he has.
Talking about 100, just making sure that everybody is following.
Yeah, pretty sure his moon gold is still a 511, unless he improved it recently.
511 still very solid, very crazy. You can only say solid because we've seen a 507 now. Once again, by Miles Pro tends to be the best, the best runner in Moon. But,
wait.
yeah.
Okay, I must have missed that. He got a 507.
Yeah, you're obviously using the new technique of the moon skip.
Yeah, but
which is where you go for this weird vault and then obviously some pretty crazy pillars. But yeah, crazy.
He's ridiculous. That's still insane. But yeah. Wow. Alright, so I think Chaos actually had compared to his last race, I'm pretty sure that was a better Chapel enter split by like around a second. So yeah, he's still maintaining a bit of a lead over his last race. His last race had a really good moon up until pillars, and then the pillars were kind of iffy. Still closed out with a 100.55 if I recall correctly.
Exactly. Now, Bowser's fight happening on Chaos' screen. He showed some pretty good consistency on this one over his recent showings. Escape is the one section afterwards that he just has to play clean to win, but this is still the one section with the biggest time loss is lurking, so
that's true.
Focus.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely feeling the but he'd have to have some pretty major mistakes to have Fur catch up here. Definitely. So yeah, Chaos in the Moon Bowser fight, Fur in the entrance cutscenes for Moon. So Chaos, pretty sure around 2.5 minute lead, like last time, probably a little less. But yeah, still a very substantial lead for Chaos. He'd have to make some pretty great errors for Fur to catch up.
It's worth to say here, as Chaos is heading into this last section of the run, while he's still on 100 pace, that even if he wins this and is qualifying for pace, we do have another playoffs match happening today. We're actually going to be showing yeah, basically immediately after. Obviously, we basically had to account for a possibility of 3 races taking place on this one, so there's going to be a little bit of a break afterwards,
like an hour
to make the schedule happening. But
yeah.
Yeah, we're going to be having Equan versus Lil Curbs, and it is going to be their first series. This is a clean slate, the 3rd playoffs match starting off, so this is obviously going to be one of the more exciting matchups again. This is the the 3rd seed versus the 6th, and we obviously still have yet to see 4th versus 5th as well, which is also promising to be an amazing matchup. Stravos versus Suisega.
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty intense. Chaos, meanwhile, heading up into pillars. The pillars are going to be the last thing standing between him and his pace qualification. So let's see how this goes. Going to be looking at the pillars fade out. Pretty sure last time it was 59.58. Getting a 59.56 this time actually. Definitely 100 pace. And potentially 4x.
It's possible, but it requires some pretty clean pillars. Chaos can do that.
Ooh.
We've seen him do it. And this pillar, he has the confidence.
Fireball.
He's turning it.
Wow.
You already know.
Miles
he's already-
pillars.
Oh, he's going for the 2 quick ones. I think one of them is gonna hit exactly.
One. Okay. Or did both hit? No, one hit. Alright.
Oh, whoa. Okay, that is pretty good, dude.
Yeah, that
Missing
was actually...
this one shot on the last pillar. But, I mean, unless he makes a weird mistake not getting an invisible wall, which he shouldn't, he is coming in there, clawing at the final block, and Chaos is our second confirmed
Wow.
Commentator.
Alright. Yeah, going to pace. That's crazy. Looking like a 51? Or maybe a high 50. Alright. GG's to Chaos.
Very deserved victory, obviously. Chaos with the 10050 and 10055. What a gamer, to say the least. Now joining Nicro on the list of competitors, and man, can I not wait to see them head-to-head live there.
Wow, yeah. I'm looking forward to it as well, dude. I can't stress it enough. For now, just gonna make his way through the escape section. Gonna be a good sport, finish the run. Think he's on 103 pace. Maybe we could see another XD skip.
To be honest, that's the one way to end this one after buying the pirate head. I'm actually not sure. Oh no, I just forgot. Obviously, Mario is gonna be in the wedding outfit afterwards. Actually, what I don't know is this cut. What outfit does Mario wear in this cutscene? If you like change outfits.
Oh, like at the ending cutscene?
Yeah, do you know that?
I think it's still a wedding outfit.
Still wedding outfit, because I know you can actually change your outfit, and then Bowser has like a different reaction depending on what you wear.
Oh yeah.
You go back into the Odyssey, so I'm actually not sure if that cutscene changed.
But
it seems like it's a scripted cutscene, but I would be interested. I'm not sure if anybody
but,
tested.
I mean,
Probably did.
Fur was in that wedding outfit automatically when he entered Moon anyways. Also,
yeah, but you can go back and like change outfits the Odyssey, you know? And that's what
Yeah,
was
that's
interesting about.
Also, forgot to mention, Fur did do XD skip, so this run is officially valid. Very, very high quality run from Fur here.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it was for watching Fur race is always exciting. In the first runs, it was the 6,000 IQ coin strats that he showed up. The second one, it was the little homage to the pirate head, and overall, going to be getting another 103, which, as we mentioned earlier, is actually going to be probably just barely beating his time from last race. So still showing off that he is a solid competitor now. Chaos is coming out of this one as the winner. Once again, I think it's super deserved. He's been playing incredible throughout this entire through both series. So that's just the result that was deserved here.
Wow. All right. Chaos definitely coming out on top here. But, you know, you can't downplay what Fur did either. 103 is still very solid time. Especially being able to perform that way consistently. Alright.
Sure, and now we do have, after this series is basically officially ended, both of these runners joining us for some post-game thoughts. Before we get to the winner, because I obviously want to talk to him a little bit about his expectations for pace, I do want to get also to Fur, who showed us some, and we just talked about that in the stream, some pretty unique and cool races. One of them with some 1000 IQ scripted coin strats, and the other one with the homage to the pirate head. But Fur, yeah, let me go. How do you come up with these memes?
Okay, so the pirate hat was actually a big brain play. I was trying to trick Chaos into thinking his hat wasn't good enough, so we would go to the shop in Bowser's Kingdom and buy a hat and lose time, but he didn't fall.
Dude, I wanted him to do that. I really wanted him to do that. I brought that up.
VC was telling me to do it, dude. It was 300 IQ.
No, I actually never mind.
I wanted to see that. Okay, that's the pirate head, but what about those coins? Did you actually did you plan on making that like a big brain moment? Because you like routed it perfectly. It was the one coin you needed you got from the
Okay,
Goomba.
so I actually thought there were 15 coins in Snow Kingdom that I would get just pretty much for free. So, but then I realized it's actually 14. So I just kind of thought to use the Goomba for the extra coin.
Okay, that was an
Nice.
epic moment on stream. I'm gonna have to let you know. It was pretty nice. Well, good job either way. I said this before. It's always a pleasure to see you play this game. This is why, obviously, the more you play, the better. And you obviously are playing a lot currently. So make sure to check out first. He's doing these long categories, destroying them. I think you got like a 4-minute PB yesterday in AOM. What? This
Something
guy's
like
fighting
that.
for the game. All right, good stuff by Fur. Make sure to check him out on his channel, beating the entire game as fast as possible. But also, let me get to Chaos. Obviously, just qualified. He's shaking from excitement right now, literally. He made it to pace. Chaos, congrats. How does it feel? How did this series feel?
I don't know. Both these races were kind of bad for me, to be honest. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, 101 really bad. Yeah. 101 really bad. Yeah.
Okay, but anyway, like, I don't know. Like, it was okay. I don't know. Just flying through the stages, you know.
Yeah, I mean, But what about pace, dude? You made it.
Yeah.
That sounds exciting, right? I actually can't wait to see you play against these other racers live. How do you think? Actually, that's a question. I'm actually interested about. Do you think racing live in front of like a crowd and with potentially like more people? Wait, how did you get so much speed right there? By the way, on that I was like super confused right there. Okay, but anyways, how do you think a crowd like that is actually gonna affect your performance, if at all?
I think it's gonna affect my performance for the worst, to be honest, because it's gonna be like a whole different environment. So I think I'm gonna play a lot worse at pace. But yeah, but
Well, it's obviously interesting. It's obviously also
We'll see.
worth to note that it's not only going to be like one race and you're like shaking. You obviously have the chance to adapt to an environment
of
like that. And
course.
obviously, a bunch of the people that will be there, you might actually already know from like an online
Yeah.
stance at least. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be new for everybody as well. That's worth to point out. It's not like there's like a competitor that has been doing it for years and you're just joining the club now.
Whoa.
Yeah, you guys are literally nuts.
That was a super high nut jump from Chaos there, actually. That was ridiculous. My
But
God.
good job. Actually, yeah, Egan pointing out that Nick actually has GDQ advantage. So
Taekwondo?
ripped. Wait, did I say Equan? I meant Nick. Has a
Taekwondo?
GDQ.
That's my guy.
Oh, Equando. Yeah. Okay, good stuff, guys. Anyways, I think this is literally time to end it. Chaos, I think you deserve to go to Pace. It's going to be exciting to see you race there. Can't wait to meet you anyways. Thank you for your interview as well. Always fun. Gannon, same to you. Make sure to check all of us out on Twitch. We are all doing Odyssey content. Make sure to follow this channel and see you guys after the intermission when we will have Equan and Bill Cups.